You must stop, think, and give a transformational character the credit they merit when they enter the battle. In this instance, Caitlin Clark is without a doubt the recipient of such distinction. Only one player could have captured the hearts of basketball aficionados and raised awareness of women's basketball to such a great extent. That is precisely what Caitlin Clark has done, and she is once again creating WNBA history. She achieved something no athlete has done in recent memory, raising the bar once again, just when we thought her record breaking season was incredible. Let's go back in time and see what Caitlin Clark just accomplished. She demolished the records, not just broke them. From Time's Athlete of the Year to SBJ's Business Athlete of the Year, and even the Associated Press Female Athlete of the Year, Caitlin Clark won every major International Athlete of the Year honor. Her impact isn't going to diminish anytime soon since she has emerged as a basketball superstar that is changing the sport. The intrigue around her reign is much more fascinating. Angel Reese, another exceptional rookie, isn't exactly overjoyed with the praise that Caitlin Clark is receiving, despite the fact that her star is still rising. The basketball community was upset when Reese actually disputed that Clark deserved the honors. In addition to being an exceptional player in her own right, Angel Reese's public response to Clark's accomplishments has sparked a larger discussion about the changing dynamics in women's basketball. Although it makes sense, Reese's annoyance has sparked a rivalry storyline that has dominated the media. Although the Clark Reese parallel has generated heated discussions, it is evident that only one side actually views this as a rivalry. Caitlin Clark, a basketball prodigy whose skills have ignited the world, is one example. On the other hand, Angel Reese's theatrics and social media presence frequently overwhelm her skill as a basketball player. Caitlin Clark is a true superstar. Her skill on the court is self-evident. But what really makes her stand out from other players is her passion and commitment. It's evident that Clark's impact extends beyond the court as she continues to reinvent the sport. Her ability to raise awareness of the WNBA has been nothing short of revolutionary, and she has become a household name. However, recent remarks from Angel Reese serve as a reminder that not everyone is as enthralled with the attention Clark has garnered. Reese acknowledged in a recent interview that she has found it difficult to cope with Clark's continued dominance of her in the media. At just 22, Reese is still getting used to life as a professional basketball player. But it appears that she finds it difficult to comprehend that Clark, a player who has swiftly emerged as one of the most significant characters in women's basketball history, is receiving so much attention. It's difficult to deny that Reese's competitive drive is fueled by a desire to be on par with Clark, the guy who has taken the league by storm, even though it may seem innocent to some. However, what specific actions by Caitlin Clark have generated such a stir? First of all, she broke records, not simply broke them. No WNBA player has ever achieved the incredible feat of setting 62 new records, which Clark recently did. Caitlin Clark's appearance on the court is historic, to put it simply. Even more astounding, though, is the fact that her influence extends beyond numbers. The Indiana Fever, Clark's team, had their first postseason berth in nearly 10 years with her leadership. Her impact on the team's success goes well beyond any one player's performance. She has changed the course of the entire franchise. But Caitlin Clark is making headlines off the court as well. She has been a huge influence on the league off the field. The WNBA saw a 500% increase in apparel sales during her debut season. Yes, 500%. Caitlin Clark's presence is responsible for a six-fold rise in sales. The WNBA has seen unheard of increases in attendance and attention as a result. By herself, Clark has raised the league's profile more than ever before, and it's obvious that her impact is growing. The effect Caitlin Clark has on the game is also being noted by sports economics. According to one observer, Laviel, Clark is a lightning rod for women's basketball and a game-changing figure. Her impact on the NBA has been likened to that of Michael Jordan, particularly in terms of transforming basketball's global appeal. According to reports, The city of Indianapolis alone has earned an estimated $36 million from Clark's debut season. An entire league can change as a result of this type of economic impact. Although some could contend that Clark's success is only due to her skill as a basketball player, it is hard to overlook the contributions she makes to both her team and the league overall. Thanks to Clark's genius, the Indiana Fever, who were formerly the poorest team in the WNBA, are now in the running for the playoffs. Her significance as a franchise player is indisputable, and her contributions to the league's expansion beyond her individual accomplishments. In many respects, Clark's influence is similar to that of Michael Jordan, whose impact on the NBA extended beyond his on-court exploits. Although Clark's path to winning numerous prestigious accolades may appear to be an unavoidable victory, there are nuanced aspects to the story. Consider the case of Angel Reese. Reese appeared to be headed for success herself after playing a significant role for LSU in the NCAA tournament. However, it became evident that this race wasn't as close as many believed as the media emphasized the supposed rivalry between Reese and Clark. Despite Reese's abilities, Caitlin Clark was named the year's most impressive rookie, taking home the Rookie of the Year and First Team All-WNBA awards. The decision naturally disturbed Reese, and she didn't hold back from venting her annoyance. She openly said that Clark wasn't deserving of the honor, which fueled a continuing discussion about who the true female basketball star is. But it's crucial to think about whether Reese's response is purely emotional or if there's more going on. Does she believe that Clark is receiving special treatment from the media and fans, or is her hatred motivated by jealousy? There is no denying that Caitlin Clark's impact goes much beyond her achievements on the court. In the realm of women's basketball, she is a game changer, and her accomplishments are setting the standard for upcoming players. Even while some people might keep promoting the idea that Clark and Reese are rivals, it's clear that Caitlin Clark has no interest in vying for recognition. She is committed to becoming the best player she can be, and her extraordinary work ethic and unrivaled talent continue to inspire millions. Clark is in a class of her own just by virtue of her passing style. Her ability to make accurate passes is extremely amazing, and she is frequently likened to LeBron James in terms of court vision. Whether it's a full-court touchdown throw or a bounce pass, Clark's passing skills distinguish her from the majority of WNBA players. She is an unstoppable force on the court because of this and her ability to score points. Despite her social media flair, Angel Reese still needs to improve in order to equal Caitlin Clark's total influence on the game. Even though Reese has a distinctive style that draws attention, she hasn't yet attained Clark's degree of authority and constancy. Even while Reese's antics have attracted the public's attention, Clark's skill as a top player is what really distinguishes her as the WNBA's biggest star. Caitlin Clark's fame stems from more than just her own achievements. It also stems from what she stands for in terms of women's basketball's future. She is now the league's spokesperson, and the WNBA is expanding because to her influence. It's difficult to dispute that Clark's ascent has contributed to the improvement of basketball as a whole, notwithstanding the opposition from some members of the basketball community. Caitlin Clark is ultimately a movement more than merely a basketball player. By engaging fans worldwide and igniting interest in women's sports, she has completely changed the WNBA. There is no doubting the significant influence she has had on the league, despite the fact that her ascent to prominence may encounter some opposition. The way she has transformed the game and established a new benchmark for what it means to be a women's basketball superstar is what truly defines her greatness, not just the accolades and records she has amassed. Caitlin Clark is obviously just getting started when it comes to her future plans. There is still so much more to come, yet her journey has already made history. It will be about more than simply the game when she plays Angel Reese or any other challenger again. It will be for the future of women's basketball. Additionally, it's impossible to predict how high Caitlin Clark will get when playing. What does the WNBA's future hold in the wake of Caitlin Clark? She has the ball in her court, and her style of play will undoubtedly establish a new benchmark for women's basketball for years to come.